Yo, what up y'all? My name is Tem. Welcome to my dual Hemi build with Twinblade blood build. If you enjoy the video guys or learn anything new, which I hope you do, like and subscribe. You help the channel out tremendously and it is so much appreciated. So let's get into this. First off, I'm going to put a list up of all of the items that I am using that are required for this build, except for the armor. It is not required. You can use anything you want, but I'm putting it up anyway because it's fucking sweet. So we're going to be going over the build here in just a little bit, and then I'll show you some gameplay of it. Before we get into the gameplay, however, I will show you the locations of the Eleanor's Pole Blade and the Godskin Peeler, the two weapons I am currently using. And coming up on the screen now are the actual endgame meta talismans that you need. So if you don't like the talismans I'm using, you have all the talismans in the game, go ahead and put these on instead. Alright guys, so we are here at the equipment screen with a +7 Eleanor's Pole Blade and the +14 Godskin Peeler. However, you can upgrade them higher. Infused with the Bloodblade Ash of War for the blood loss buildup. The Eleanor's Pole Blade does also do fire damage, so keep that in mind when you pick your talismans. Now for the armor, we have the Sage Hood and the Crucible Knight set. I just think they look really good together, so that's what I'm using. You could of course use some other things. Then I have the Bull Ghost Talisman, which you can switch that out for something else if you're not really into the higher poise. I am, because we're up close a lot of times with Eleanor's Pole Blade. Even though we do get some good hyper armor from its L2, I still prefer a good bit of poise. And then I got Radagon's Sword Seal. Even though with the increase of damage taken, I still like the extra attributes. Then with the Winged Sword Insignia, of course you gotta have this. This is a lesser version of the other one that I mentioned earlier. And then of course the Ritual Sword Talisman, which if you're not comfortable staying at 100% health, you can change that around. But right now we're just looking through. You can change things for different. The Claw Talisman is really probably the best bet here to switch out if you're going to switch one of these. And then of course you can use like the Blue Dancer Charm. You can use the crit on heal dagger talismans, or heal on crit, excuse me. But the claw talisman is really good, and you can pair that with the black feather outfit too for an even higher increase of damage when doing jump attacks. The red feathered branch sword also works well with some blood builds. You can lower your HP with the blood blade that I have on the peeler right now, and that way you can purposefully give yourself more attack power. But you have a lot of choices right now. But once you get the meta talismans that I was mentioning earlier, you can slim it down a little bit and really pinpoint. You get like 40% more damage from the metal ones. With these, I think it's about 25% more, something like that. So now we're going to take a look at the physics. The two physics I have are the Opaline Bubble tier and the Stone Barb Cracked tier. This is just my preference for right now. I like being able to stance break a little bit better when we're up close, and for dex builds that helps with more stance break. And right when we're doing our stance break, we're doing our big intro combo, our opener. We can also use the Opaline Bubble tier, which will negate that first hit of damage you get. It's like a one-shot shield. It's very nice to have, especially when you're up close and personal with people, and especially when you're up close and personal with enemies and you're not quite sure when you're going to get hit and you're just spamming out too, you know. Alright, so now we're going to get into just a little bit of gameplay just to show off to you guys some of the abilities that it can do and the reasons we're doing them. And then I will show you the location of both of the twin blades that we are using, as well as some more gameplay, some tougher boss fighting, I guess you could say, just to prove a point. So right now we're going to charge up on this guy. We're going to do our Bloodblade Dance L2. That thing just devours everybody, and it's really good room clear as well. So we have a follow-up attack on the L2 as well. So if you hit it once, you'll just do it one time, and then if you hit it again, you'll do the follow-up, which has like the Bloodhound step effect. I didn't do it there, but it's whenever you kind of skirt back and then have a nice little follow-up. So here is the R1, which we are not going to use much. We're going to stick with the the L1, because you're swinging both blades at that point. And the R2 is really cool and it's really good, but it just takes a little bit too long to charge up. We're going to go ahead and charge it up here for this dog. It does take this dog out, but the follow-up on the R2, the last attack sequence, it doesn't get off in time for them. But that's okay. We got jump attacks, even though they miss. The jump attacks are nice. I do try when I use them to hit the L1 button right as I'm about to land. Because if you hit it right when you jump, you might miss those first couple strikes that he does, that your character will do. So you want to be able to hit your enemy with every single strike, or hit the L1 when you're close enough to your enemy while you're still jumping. And that is going to wrap it up for our build here, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Join me in my other videos. Here is the locations of the weapons and a few more bits of gameplay. Enjoy and stay cool.